Chapter 1, Section 3. Write an equation of a line using the slope-intercept form. One of the ways to write an equation of the line is to use what's called the point-slope form. Now this is a textbook solution. This is what you're going to find in your textbook, and this is what you're going to find in all the problems and videos contained in this module for the section 1.3 to write an equation of a line. Now you have to memorize this. Now for some of you who don't want to only memorize it and you like to understand where it came from, think of the slope. The slope is the change in y over the change in x. And what they did in order to get this equation is they went ahead and they took the denominator and they multiplied it by both sides of the equal sign. They can do that as long as they do it to both sides. And this will cancel. And now you're going to have the same equation. The y, difference in y, the slope, the difference in x's. So if you can't remember this, you can remember the slope and then you're bringing the denominator up. All right, this is one way. But the way that I'm going to discuss in this video is the slope-intercept form, which is this formula equation. Now you can choose to do either one you want. Some problems you may want to use the point-slope form, and you may want to use the slope-intercept. It's always good to have a backup plan, an alternative way of doing something. This way you can solve the problem one way, and then check it solving the problem the other way. You're going to be asked 4 types of questions. The base is write an equation of a line, and the first one is you're going to be given a slope and a point to do that. This is the one I'm going to be covering in this video. Another way of asking you to write an equation of a line is they're going to give you different information. They're going to give you a point and particular slope information, like it's parallel to another line or perpendicular. This basically is the same as the first one. You have a point and you're going to have a slope information. But what parallel? Let's go over that one. Say I have an equation of a line with the slope is 3. And I want you to have an equation of the line that's parallel. Well, if they're parallel, the slopes are the same. So if my slope is 3, well, your slope has to be 3 also. So these 1 and 2 are pretty much the same, even though they may look different. The third one is going to be write an equation of a line given 2 points. And then they're going to, in the book, the next section is to do word problems with slopes. So make sure you look at the word problems and go and look at all the examples that they do give you and understand them all. So let's continue. The slope-intercept form is this: y equals mx plus b. An example would be y equals 5x plus 8. Let's just do a little review. We know that m is the slope, b is the y-intercept, and xy is a point on the line when we graph it. Now take a look at the example we have. We have 2 numbers, 5 and 8. 5 is m, which is the slope. 8 is b, which is the y-intercept. Now take a look at the form. We have slope and we have intercept. Now these are the 2 pieces of information that are necessary for you to write an equation of a line. If you do not have these 2 pieces of information, the slope and the y-intercept, whatever information you have to manipulate and calculate to come up with the slope and the y-intercept. You may be asked the question, find the equation of a line having a slope of 2 and a point of -1,7. To solve this, we're going to use the slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b. Let's write down what's given. We have a slope and a point. The slope m is 2, and the point we have is x equals -1 and y is equal to 7. Now notice over here, remember, we need the slope and we need the intercept. We have the slope. We know m here is equal to 2. We are missing the b, the y-intercept. What we're going to do is we're going to take the information that we're given and we're going to substitute it here and we're going to solve for what's missing, the b. Our solution would be the y is 7, m for the slope is 2, x is equal to -1, and we're solving for b. So we have 7 is equal to -2 plus b. In order to get a b alone, we're going to add 2 to both sides, and we're going to get 9 is equal to b. Now that is the y-intercept. But notice we now have the slope and we have the y-intercept. So we can write in the form the correct equation for this line, which would be y equals 2x plus 9. And you've written the equation for this line. The end of the video.